Whew, man, what a day. And good afternoon. Claire, how you doing today? Oh, you're not necessarily upset, you just have some questions. Okay. Well, what brings you in my office? So you're not one of my regulars, and yeah, based on this, yeah, I don't have any notes on you at all. You, you didn't even, did you talk to my assistant outside? Oh, you didn't want to speak to my assistant. You just want to directly speak to me. Okay, well, I'm always available for assistance and help. So, what brings you in here today since you're not one of my regulars? You're upset. Well, as you say, well, let's circle back to that. You're not necessarily upset. You have questions. What are the questions you want to ask? Why do men not want to date you? Well, I don't have direct answers to that. You got to tell me the problem, like what's going on. Okay, you have standards. There's nothing wrong with that. What are your standards? Okay, there's those standards. So your standards include a man having a certain height, making a certain income, and owning certain things. Okay, by owning certain things, what do you mean? What does he have to own? Okay, of course, a car. Uh, just not any old car. It has to be a particular car. Okay, what kind of car? A BMW and anything else? So a BMW, a Cadillac, and maybe another car. Okay. What else does he have to own? A two-story house. Okay. So, oh, you got more. What else? He has to be making at least 100K per year, right? Wait, per month? Um, Claire, I don't know. I mean, let me ask you, are you one of those women who basically say he's got to have this, that, and the third, otherwise you don't want him? No. Don't take it offensive. I'm just asking. Because it sounds like what you just gave me, more or less, as a list was unrealistic traits that a man should have. And I guess those traits include him making more money to where within 3 months you'll be basically saying, hey, I need another $2,000 in my hand. He's got to have nice vehicles, be it 2 to 3 of them, maybe more. And he's got to have a two-story house with maybe at least 5 or at least 7 different rooms, huh? Okay, I understand that, Claire. But now let me help you understand something. What you asked for is unrealistic. Yes, it's unrealistic. Because if a man's got to have all that, what are you going to give him? Oh, just you. There's nothing that you're going to put on the table for him. Okay, I understand that too. So a man has to be making 100K per month, and he's got to be having a two-story house with maybe 5 or more rooms and 3 vehicles for you to finally say, I'm ready for him, or he's worthy of you. And you don't want to bring anything to the table. Well, you say what's being brought to the table. Okay, well, what do you have to offer? Better yet, I'll ask you like this. What's in it for me? Now, Claire, do not take that the wrong way. Listen to what I asked you. What's in it for me? Oh my God. Okay, you're not getting it. Let's try this again. When I ask you what's in it for me, it's not what you think it is. Now, I get why you took it as a sexual remark, and I get why you think I'm asking for just that from you. But, honey, I've seen better and I've seen worse. And no, I'm not here to grade you on how you look. I'm just telling you, I've seen better and I've seen worse. And I've had better and I've had worse. But now my question to you is this. What's in it for me does not have to do with anything sexual being thrown on the table. It's just a general standard statement of what's in it for me. Oh my God. And you said the wrong thing I did not want to hear. When any woman, let me explain this to you. When any woman tells me or gives me an answer of what do you want, that lets me know you have nothing to offer besides, like you said, yourself. Yeah, I give you props for having a nice firm size on you and a nice backdrop on you. But when I asked you what was in it for me and you turned around and said, well, what do I want? That right there lets me know you have nothing to offer me. And I'm quite disappointed in that. Oh, you want to know why? Well, simple. A couple of times in the past, I have asked women, certain ones who associated with me, when they wanted me to do them a favor, they would say, can you do this? Can you do that? And I would ask them, what's in it for me? The moment they say, well, what do you want? That lets me know I'm not dealing with a person who knows what they're going to offer or put on the table. And you said to me, well, what do I want? Well, guess what? Here's what I want. I'm going out that door. If I had to, I would go out that door and walk away from you. Because I don't have time to sit here and play the guessing game with you on what do I want. Oh, no. You see, right now you're trying to throw out something, but I'll listen to you right now. You say you know what you can offer? Oh, you know what you're going to offer me. Okay, well, what's the first offer? You want to offer me sexual favors. I'm sorry, I'm already getting that, and I'm very well satisfied. What else? You'll cook for me. Okay, well, I don't need any food. My woman's already cooking for me. She even made sure I had a big lunch today. What else? You'll give me money. Well, I assure you money is not needed for our conversation. What else? You'll buy me something. You don't have to buy me anything, but that's good. See, right now what you just did is a better reply. You already offered me some sexual favors. I said no. You already agreed to cook for me. I said no. You already agreed to give me money. I said no. You've already even turned around and said that you'll buy something for me. I said no. Now, the reason why I said no to those things is because you got an answer for each one of them. My desires and needs right there in the sexual department are already being taken care of. My food or my eating is already being fulfilled too. My money and financial area, I'm doing fine there. I don't need nobody to give me money unless we have something going on or unless they owe me some money. And as far as your last reason go of you'll buy me something, you don't have to buy me anything. My point to you right now, Claire, is this. You say you want a man to to have all these things before he can get with you. But I asked you a simple question of what's in it for me. And your first reply was, what do I want? Trust me, if you have to ask a man that kind of question in return for when he says, what's in it for me? And then you say, well, what do you want? Then no offense, you do not have jack to offer. Except those things you mentioned. First, you'll give him something sexual. What if he tells you no? Then what? Oh, you'll say you'll cook for him then, like you said. But if he's cooking and doing for himself, he's not going to want that. So what else? So you don't know what else to offer. Well, that's fine. That's why we're having this conversation. But based on what I'm hearing alone, if you want a man to have all that stuff, you better have something else other than just you to throw on the table. And I get sick and tired of some women using that as a reason to say, well, this is why he needs to have these things in order to date me or be with me. Well, let me make it clear to you. If all you have to do is offer yourself while he has all this other stuff going on for him, I guarantee you he's not going to pick you. No, he's going to pick the woman who has sense. He's going to pick the woman who has common sense. He's going to pick the one who's going to say, this is what I will give you if you have all of this for me. And sometimes the so-called earnings don't have to be that high. They don't have to be $100,000 high. It could be him making 35, maybe 50K per month or per year. Guess what? A woman will jump at that because she likes what she sees. Oh, you disagree with what I say? Well, that's fine. I'm glad you disagree with what I say. But what you asked for in a man and what you want for him to have and do, that is unrealistic. But don't get me wrong, it could possibly happen. But if all you've got to offer him is nothing except another question in return for another question, then he's not going to pick you. I'm telling you now, he's not going to pick you. That whole, well, what do you want thing, he's not going to want you. And like I said, you got a nice appearance on you, but you got to have more than just something up top and something down south for him to just say, yes, this is the reason why I want you. Because as fast as you'll give it up to him, you know what he's going to do? He's going to turn around and pick the one who actually will give him something that he can hold on to. The cooking is a plus. A man or even a woman likes a person that can cook, because that means when things get hard and when things get rough and when time goes on, a man's going to want something to hold on to. He's not going to want to hold on to some woman who's just going to want to spend his money here or so there. Same thing, vice versa. But I'm glad that you're in here having this discussion with me, because it sounds like you're going through a lot. And I still have other people I have to attend to, but at least you came on a day like today to talk about this. So my only advice to you, Claire, is this. Instead of making your requirements and what you want in a man so high, how about you downgrade them a little bit? Because trust me, if you keep those same requirements high as time goes on, every man that comes to you who could provide you with something, they're going to turn around and walk away. Trust me, they will. And then you'll be one of those women who will be still telling this guy, I'll do whatever you want to do. And then he's going to be like, nah, no, thank you. And even if you give him what he wants, he's going to turn around and say, here you go. Here's $3,000 on the dresser. I'm out. And then when you see him with some other woman up in your face, it's going to be, hey, I don't know you, but thank you for the wonderful time. Now you have to go. And the reason why I'm telling you to change up your ways on what you want in a man is because it'll benefit you down the road. Stop making your standards, well, whatever you want to call them, not standards is the right word. Stop making what you want in a man to be your requirements. Because as time goes on, he's going to get tired of you not being able to offer anything to him. If you can't offer him something better than just me, then he's going to definitely look in another direction and go after the one that can offer him something. He's going to look at the one that isn't too attractive, but she's got a nice figure on her. And what is she doing? She's either cooking, she's either cleaning, she's either working, she's balancing her paycheck, she's saving money, she's investing her money into things that he's going to like. And if you can't outdo that right there, then yes, why would a man want you? Now, my session is pretty much up with you. I want you to go home and I want you to really think about what else can I do to make my standards or make my wants better to where a man is going to desire me. But it was nice meeting you. I want you to have a wonderful day and just enjoy yourself.